Hey, what's up guys? It's Paul Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Became Ruthless? And yeah guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this story, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. We're almost at 7,000 subscribers and you can think it is a 7,000 subscriber special as well. And yeah guys, without further ado, let's begin with our story. Story begins as we see Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha facing each other at the Valley of the End. Sasuke Uchiha, you are under arrest for treason and abandoning the village. Come back peacefully or there will be consequences, Naruto said in a monotone tone. Like a dope, like you could beat me. And what's with the sudden fake it? Like you're a seasoned shinobi. Not the dope we all know. As Naruto looked at him. That was all I'm asked, you see. And I have decided to drop it. It's not worth it. And that pink bitch there just tried to manipulate me into making a promise to bring you back. But yeah, I just fooled her. Now, come back peacefully, Uchiha, or I might have to break a bone or two. Sasuke smirked, but was shocked with Naruto's sudden change of attitude. You think you can fool me, Dobe? No matter how hard you try, you cannot fool me. I'm still superior and stronger to you. And before he could blink, Naruto vanished and appeared behind him and gave him a kick in the back. His backbone cracked a bit as he was thrown into Hashirama's stone face. You were saying? As Sasuke's eyes went, what? As he coughed up blood. Now come back peacefully or might have to break some more bones. Never. And without second thought, Naruto disappeared and appeared in front of him, but this time with a sword. As the sword slashed at his chest, Sasuke coughed up more blood. He was traumatized by this again. Feels similar, right? Like the night when Itachi massacred your whole clan. As Sasuke's eyes went, how do you know about this? I was there that night. I wanted to leave with Itachi, that accursed place you call home. But he cast a genjutsu on me and left me behind. He abandoned me. He was the only one who trained me alongside with Shisui. But one became a traitor, other was killed. That is why I hate the Uchihas. Itachi and you. You because you are a scumbag who's dragging the name of the Uchihas like Itachi and Shisui to the mud. And Itachi for abandoning me. As Sasuke, who was now bleeding, laid there because his back was hurting and he couldn't move. What did you do to me? I showed you the reality, Uchiha. This is how much you strong are, really. And to be honest, it's quite pathetic. As then, Kakashi arrived. Naruto, what's going on here? Welcome, Haruke. As Kakashi's eyes narrowed. Naruto, what's going on? Acting like you don't know. I dropped the mask of the foolish kid that I wore. Mask? What's going on, Naruto? As he looked at Sasuke, Naruto, how could you do this? Our mission was to bring him back peacefully and not hurt him. Well, ask him. He wants to go to that pedophile and wasn't coming back peacefully. Sasuke, is that true? I'm not going back to the village. That village is gonna make me weak. I need to go to that Snake Sani to get more power to beat him. You could have taken other measures, Naruto. I did what I have to do. I showed him the reality, how the village made me strong, with hatred. Oh yeah, and do me a favor. Take this headband back with you. What do you mean, Naruto? Kakashi had alarm rang in his head. Because I'm not going back to that hellhole. Now that I'm here, I'm thinking that I might just leave. As then Jiraiya dropped by. Naruto, what the hell do you think you're doing? Tairo-sanin. It seems like a family reunion, as both of them flinched. What do you mean by that, Naruto? Jiraiya said. Alarms rang off in his head as well. Don't you think I figured it out? You're talking to the person who at the age of 13 invaded the Anbu quarters and painted it orange. Don't you think I can enter secret files room and read some files regarding a certain Uzumaki Namikaze. Naruto said the last name in a silent tone, but it was enough for the three persons to hear. Naruto, listen to me. Don't do anything foolish. I know we have a lot of explaining to do, but we will tell you once we go back. I'm not going back, Jiraiya. You abandoned me, and so did you, Kakashi. What was it you said? Those who abandoned the mission are trash, but those who abandoned their comrades are worse than trash. Then, let me rephrase my question. What does that make you? Both. As they flinched again. I'm leaving. I have already gotten what I need from Konoha. Everything that they took from me and denied to me. I'm leaving and never returning back. This is my final word. And tell Tsunade that I know she hates me because I was the reason her daughter, or the person she thought as daughter, died. There's no need to keep the fake it there anymore. As after that, Naruto disappeared. As he disappeared, the two persons' eyes widened because the technique he used to disappear wasn't a Senshin. It was the flying Raijin. As Kakashi picked up Sasuke, who was still shocked and lying there, because what if his friend told Naruto was more dangerous than anything he ever faced, even Itachi, because it was in front of him. With two moves, Naruto put him in this state where he can't even move or move a muscle, let alone use chakra. As both of the shinobis dragged, the beaten Uchiha back at the main gate, Tsunade and the rest of the Genins were waiting, who didn't went on the mission. As they saw Sasuke in the situation, Sakura became enraged and asked, "Where is Naruto? Why did the dope do this to you?" "You need to ask," he said. "I abandoned this village, and he brought me back. You should be happy." "Why? He almost killed you, didn't he?" "When I get my hands on him, I'm going to pummel him to the ground." "Sakura, that is enough. You can leave," said Kakashi. "But Sensei, leave," he said. "I'm not going to say this twice anymore. Leave." Sakura left with a huff, but a little bit shocked as well, as the Uchiha was sent to the hospital. Not before a chakra suppression seal was slapped on him. As the council meeting was called regarding Uzumaki, as the elders were there alongside with the civilians and shinobi alike. As Tsunade was sitting, "Jiraiya, where is Naruto?" "Here." He threw the headband towards Tsunade. "Dagaki sent this back." "What? What do you mean, Jiraiya?" "He knows." As Tsunade's eyes widened. "What?" "He knows everything, Tsunade." "What do you mean?" "He knows about you talking trash about him, that how he was born the day your daughter, Kushina, died." "But I was just drunk talking, I didn't mean it." "But he heard it. And not only that, he knows something else. He knows that who his parents are, and he has taken everything that was not given to him. That were his words, and he's never going to return." As their eyes widened. Who was their parents? He must be a whore and a slut to give birth to such a demon," said none other than Mabuki Haruno as the room temperature dropped. "He was the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, the Whirlpool Princess, meaning he was a prince of the Uzumaki clan, and not only that, clan head of the Namikaze and Uzumaki clan as well." As their jaw dropped. "What do you mean he taken everything?" As Tsunade's eyes widened. "Anbu, check out the Uzumaki and Namikaze bank accounts and their vaults of scroll." As after half an hour, the Anbus returned. "Hokage-sama, they have been emptied. There's nothing left but a note there. And when the note was opened, there was a middle finger mark there. Fuck off. It's my property. I'm taking it," was written down there. "He can't do this," said Danzo. "He can't. We must find him at all cost," Danzo said. But everyone was shocked by this. Danzo was the person who never outbursted like this. As he left, the meeting suddenly, surprising everyone because this wasn't Danzo, this was someone else. They were seeing inside Danzo's body. As Danzo left, he entered his root base and went into his room and locked the door. He opened the door, and inside the hidden compartment there was a picture of a red-haired girl with purple eyes. Kushina, I'm sorry I couldn't protect your son. My daughter. As the thunder rumbled, it was starting to rain. On to the other side, Naruto was dashing towards a place that was abandoned after the Second Great Shinobi War, a place abandoned by Konoha, Uzumaki clan head compound, or better yet known as the Uzumaki village, Uzushio-gakure, land hidden in the whirlpools. As Naruto dashed inside of it, this should be the place. He put the hand on the seal, which looked like a destroyed cliff, and to his surprise his hand went through the seal and disappeared as he wholly entered it. And there was the Uzumaki clan compound, but it was destroyed. Naruto shed a tear and clenched his fist. I will make Uzumaki clan rise again in this world, and I will rebuild this village. I must gather the Uzumakis back. I must do some research. If I can't gather them, I must revive them. The world wouldn't know what hit them. Soon enough, the Uzumaki will come back and take revenge on those who tried to hurt them, and those as well who abandoned us, Naruto said as she started to walk inside. As we go back to Konoha, inside the council chamber, the council was in uproar. First, why there was such secret that was hidden from him, and secondly, they tormented their hero's son, and now he left with everything related to both of the heroes of Konoha that protected them at in need of situation, and now their legacy was gone as well, never to be returned. Tsunade on the other side left the council chamber as well and was now a mess. Kakashi, why are you here? Tsunade-sama, I think you had enough. You should go back to your own compound. What do you mean I'm inside my compound? Tsunade-sama, the place you're calling your compound is actually a bar. What? Tsunade was so drunk that she couldn't know where she was. As on the other side, Jiraiya arrived. I'll take her back. As both of them went back, as after Jiraiya dropped her off inside her bedroom, he was about to leave. Nay, Jiraiya, what is this, Tsunade? What do you think? Will Naruto ever forgive me? I was drunk at the time. I didn't meant it. I was just, blaming my sorrow, my loss at the others. I wasn't right in the head, was I? But we did abandon him, and he knows now, and there's nothing we can do about it. But he was such a cheerful child. Fake it. What? It was all a fake it, a mask you created to fool us. No. To hide his true emotions. He was hurt every time we were there. He was hurt, knowing that we lied to him in his face every time, and he had enough. He gave us chances, and we ignored it. That is why we left. But where did he left? I don't know. Isn't he the Toad Summoner? I got the news from the Toads. He broke off the Toad summoning contract with them. He told them the true story about us and, well, his past and what he knows, and made them vow that they will never tell me or anyone else from Konoha, and they agreed. Well, that is why they are not going to reveal anything to me, even if I asked. It is to honor their new ex-summoner wishes. As Tsunade and Jiraiya shed tears silently, drowned in their own sorrows, and same could be said for Kakashi. Next day, the news was revealed inside Konoha that Naruto deserted the village, and not only that, that he was the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, taking with him every bit of knowledge regarding the two and their heritage left for him alongside their wills. The village was in uproar. They just lost 60% of their money just because they were inside Uzumaki's and Namikaze's reserve. Naruto took that with him. On to the other side in Uzashio, it has been 3 months since Naruto left, and Naruto was working on seals. After 3 months with the help of Shadow Clone, he was able to master the sealing art and become a seal master in his own right, an Uzumaki level seal master. He has read all 20 levels and became the top tier Uzumaki seal master, and now he prepared a seal in which once he dropped his blood, his family and all the Uzumakis inside this land will be revived with just a sacrifice of a blood drop. As he made the hand seals and slammed his hand to the ground, the sealing matrix appeared and covered the whole village. It was going to take a huge chunk of his chakra, as he then bite his finger and shed a few blood drops on it. Hakai Fuyin, reverse seal, giving the life back to the dead. Jutsu. As there was a huge glow, such huge glow that even it went out of the shield, and for a moment it covered the whole world. After that, when the glow died, the people stood there, each and every one of the Uzumakis who was murdered, trying to protect their home and the civilians alike, standing there with their eyes widened. What is going on? Even the oldest of the Uzumaki clan members, such as the Uzumaki clan head, Akira, was there as well. We do not know. Akira-sama, you're alive. Yes, I am, I guess. And to their surprise, even Mito was there. Mito? Grandpa? What is going on? You look young. Mito-sama? Huh? As Mito looked at her hands. Why am I in my youth? As they looked at the center where a figure with blonde mop was standing. Everyone, there, someone has intruded the village. As they went there, they saw a person. As Mito was the only person who recognized him. Kushina? I do look like my mother, I guess, Naruto said, as Mito gasped as Naruto passed out. Before he could fall to the ground, Mito caught him. Mito, do you know him? He's an Uzumaki, father. You know Kushina Uzumaki? My niece and your great-great-grandniece? Yes. She was the only one who survived the attack when Uzashio was destroyed, and I wish to be buried here. That is why I guess, back to the land of living, and he's the one who revived us. You mean he's the only Uzumaki left? Yes, I can feel the Kyuubi's chakra inside of him. So I think, yes. Mito, send the secret signal. If there are any Uzumakis outside, they will get it and return back. As Mito made a hand seal, and a chakra burst wave went through her body, piercing through everything as it went over every bit of the world. As the Uzumakis, they had a swirl on their hand, started to glow as their eyes widened, and they smiled. Even Karin, who was inside, Orochimaru's base, chained, felt that, and her chains broke, her energy refilled, as she looked at the glowing Uzumaki swirl, as her eyes widened. The Uzumakis, they're back, she said, as she decided to use her chakra chain and burst through the cell walls and dash towards the Uzumaki clan village. And the rest of the Uzumakis did the same. As they were rushing back, we go back inside the Uzumaki village. As Naruto started to wake up. Where am I? Oh yes, I left that hellhole. I'm inside the Uzashio. I guess Mom will be proud of me. Yes, she will be, said a woman's voice as Naruto looked towards the woman. Who are you? Uzumaki-san, I'm not meant to rude or anything or disrespect you, it's just that I don't know you. Little guppy, you don't have to be on guard. Little guppy was a term used for little children, just like a little fish. Little guppy? Yes, you are a kid, right? Yeah, I'm a teenager at the age of 13. And plus, I'm an adult because I became a shinobi. Or was a shinobi of the village. Where did you came from? Konoha. Figured. So, I guess your mother was Kushina, right? You look like her a lot. Yes, she was my mother. I see, she is dead. Because I can sense the Kyuubi's chakra inside of you. How do you know? I was the first Jinchuriki. Awesome, Naruto said. Can you teach me how to use his power? Yes. Well, you have to form a bond with him. He hates us a lot because we are the only one who can, well, become his Jinchuriki. As Naruto then said, how can I meet him? Just close your eyes and focus, and you will see him. As Naruto did as he was told and closed his eyes and got into meditative state there then and went inside his mindscape. When his eyes opened, he was standing in front of a huge cage. What do you want? Uzumaki, you have caused me enough trouble by being my Jinchuriki, and now you go on and revive your clan and cause me more trouble. I guess I have to destroy your clan. Naruto laughed. Do you think it's funny? Do you think my threats are hollow? I am the great Kyuubi no Kitsune. Do you think I'm not prepared for that? I will prepare a seal and take you down with me. I don't care if it causes rift in the world for the loss of huge chunk of power. I don't care. If I'm going down there in hell, you'll go with me and burn for all eternity, Kyuubi. Never, never cross me again in the wrong way. Or don't try to threaten me again. I'm not the weak kid that you can scare. I will fight back and hurt you tenfold. You have been warned. Come back here, you little ninken. I'll shred you to pieces. You want to shred me? As the Kyuubi's eyes widened, but he growled. Naruto did something daring. He stepped inside the cage. Go ahead! Kyuubi was shocked. His mind stopped functioning. What the hell is wrong with you, giant fluff ball? Go ahead! That's what I thought. He said, I'll talk no bite, just like Konoha. I'm going to take you down with me to hell if you cross me. Remember that, Kyuubi. I don't care. Even if it kills me, if it lets you suffer, I'll put you through that. With that, Naruto left, leaving his warning there to the mighty Biju. As the Biju was surprised. I thought I was the being known as hatred and filled with hatred, but I guess someone is there out who is more crazier than me and surpassed me. It'll be fun to watch over you, Naruto Uzumaki. As the Uzumaki started to rebuild their homes, and Naruto was surprised that each building had a seal, and the Uzumaki bit their thumb and wiped the blood, and the building was restored, just like the 7 mist ninja swords. And within mere hours, the whole village was rebuilt again, back to its former glory, as Naruto was standing in front of it. It's beautiful. As Akira put a hand on his shoulder, it is, little guppy. For God's sake, stop with that name. You are a little bit 200 years much younger to, well, argue with me, kid. Fair enough. So, what are we going to do now? We're going to take our little bit of revenge on Kumo, Kiri, and Iba. So, is it time to reveal that the Uzumakis are back? Not yet, kid. For 3 hours, we train. We train hard and strong. And after that, we take our revenge on them. What about Konoha? Forget about them. They're not important. But my mother's body and my father's body is in there. I want those to be revived as well. I guess you can go on a mission if you want to. We are still recovering, Naruto. We will help even if it causes some minor death, because we are not at full power yet. Who says I'm going to take any of you? What? You're going alone? Nuh-uh, not happening. Last time I remember, I lost my whole family, my clan. I'm not going to do that again. As Naruto's eyes widened. You think I'm family? Kid, everyone here is family. You see this village? It's not just a village made out of people. It's made out of Uzumakis. We're a clan and family. We care about each other. The rest can go to hell. As Naruto smiled, a true smile that he hadn't did for a long time. I see. I'll be back, though. Naruto disappeared in a yellow flash as everyone sighed. That kid is going to get it when he comes back, Mito said, as she had a dark aura around her. As Akira followed her, yes, there is a lot of beating that the little guppy is going to get once he comes back. As Naruto appeared in cemetery in the nighttime in Konoha, as he was searching through the graves, he found the two that he was searching for. And he dug the bodies out. And to his surprise, the bodies were still intact. Good. Now all I need to do is form the seals. As he knew he was being watched by three figures, Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Kakashi. What do you think he's doing? I think he's taking his parents' body from away from. We have to stop him, Tsunade said. Just wait and see. He's doing some hand seals. Hakai Fuyin! They heard as their eyes widened. Reverse seal, giving life to the dead. Jutsu, Naruto said as he slapped both of his hands on the bodies, and two matrices appeared on their body. Shinigami appeared, his chest dragged open. Naruto, with the help of his chakra chains, dragged the souls out. He can use chakra chains, said Tsunade. And then she saw Kushina's and Minato's soul being dragged back inside their body. As then, there was a bright light that engulfed the bodies of both of them. And after that, Shinigami disappeared, and Naruto coughed up blood. He's hurting himself. As then, there was groaning sound that was heard. Where are we? Kushina, Naruto. Minato said, Dad, I'm here. Naruto said as Kushina woke up. Naruto? Is that you? As Naruto coughed some more blood. You're hurt. What's going on? And then they saw they were waking up from coffin. As their eyes widened. You revived us? Yes. We're going to go back. Where? Home. Naruto looked at Kushina as her eyes widened. And before anyone could do anything, or before the three of them could jump into action and, well, take a hold of the tree, Naruto disappeared in a yellow flash, taking both of them away. Damn it, we're late. What do you think he meant by home? The only other place for Uzumaki is Uzushigakure. Where else? Said Jiraiya. Damn it, we don't know where the place is. Only Mito-ba-chan knew. And Sarutobi-sensei knew. Kakashi, did you get the seal? No, I couldn't. Even if I did, there are a lot of matrices and complex words. Damn it. He used the removing ink that disappears after the jutsu is complete. He's smart. I can't trace any of the words. As we go back to Uzushio, as Naruto appeared with both Kushina and Minato, who are still weak, as Naruto then passed out again. The little guppy here sure did a number on himself. I guess we can forgive him, Mito. I'm going to go and put him to bed. Why don't you take care of the newcomers? Already done, Grandpa. As Akira took Naruto to the hospital, as Mito stood in front of them, as Kushina's eyes teared. Mito-ba-chan? How are you doing, Kushina? It seems that your little boy is much more cranky than you are, huh? What happened to him? Is he okay? Kushina asked. Yes, he is fine. He's just used jutsu. Actually twice in a day. What do you mean by that? Minato asked. He first revived the whole Uzumaki clan, and then used it to revive both of you, his parents. I see, said Minato, as he was proud that his son was able to create such a steel so powerful that it was able to drag them back to life. And as they recovered, so did Naruto. 10 days has been passed since the event, and the news was revealed to the Konoha populace by Tsunade what occurred last night, and why there was a bright light emerging from, well, the cemetery. As the Konoha 11 were gathered inside, even Sasuke, who was seen through the error of his face, standing inside the council chamber. Tsunade-sama, why have you summoned here? You alongside with Jiraiya, every one of you, are going to search for Uchiha Gakure, but wasn't it the village that was destroyed in the Second Great Shinobi War? Sakura said. Yes, and it oddly seems familiar with the name that Naruto held. Yes, it is a village for the Uzumaki clan, built by them, as everyone's eyes widen. You mean there was an Uzumaki clan? You see the swirl on each of the Jonin's back, in the walls of Konoha's engraved? Yes, those are the swirls and clan marks of the Uzumaki clan, and Naruto last night appeared inside Konoha, and revived his parents and left with them. As everyone's eyes widened, can he do that? He did, and he was a lot hurt and coughing blood in the process. Was he hurt? Hinata asked. He looked a lot hurt, but he took away his parents before we could stop them. How can we be sure they are there? If Naruto was able to revive his parents, we feared that he might be able to revive the whole Uzumaki clan. Isn't it a good thing? It is, but in the history books there was another thing removed. Sarutobi-sensei wasn't late to help the Uchiha. He was threatened by Suna, Iwa, Kiri, and Kumo that after finishing off the Uzumakis they will come for him and his village if he just didn't stay put. And that's what he did. To protect his village, he didn't do anything and abandon the Uzumakis. And if Naruto brings them back, they will strive and take their revenge on the whole elemental nations. You mean there's a possibility we can go into war with Naruto's clan? What's so funny about it, Kiba? Tsunade said after Kiba huffed. The Tob was a loser. We can beat him and his pathetic clan. Because we are Inuzuka's and Alpha clan. You do know that three whole villages it took to take down the Uzumakis, and even then there were 90% of the casualties and shinobi lost to the three villages. It took them almost 100 years to grow their shinobi number back to normal. As Kiba's eyes widened, don't tell me that they're such strong people. One Uzumaki is equivalent to 100 of the shinobis, if they can take them on. It is said in the legends that the Uzumaki clan head Akira was able to take down Madara and Hashirama Senju with ease. Is that true? Said Sasuke Uchiha as he read the Uchiha clan history books written by Madara himself. Yes. He not only beat them, he pummeled them to the ground with ease, and he was yawning and using only one hand. As everyone's eyes widened, think about it, if Naruto trains with him, somehow reviving him, what kind of monster will he become? The one you should all fear, and so should your clans. And after that, Sasuke said, we have to train hard. If the dope decided to attack our village, we have to protect it. As everyone nodded. Yes, for 3 years we are going to train. Meanwhile, Jiraiya will look for the Uzumaki clan compound. If the Uzumakis don't want to ally with us, we should be prepared for war or an attack. We will not engage first, but if they did, we have to defend ourselves. And please, Kami forbade us. There are Uzumaki seals, and they will be able to deactivate it. And if they did, we are defenseless. And up against Chakra Monster's whole clan. As we go back to the Uzushio, Naruto recovered finally. As he woke up with the ground. I gotta stop using that cursed jutsu. My head hurts. Meanwhile, the other Uzumakis have gathered inside the village already, who were outside and saw this whirl. And they were happy to see their home revived, shedding tears of happiness and pure joy. And the seals were reinforced, so that no one could enter except 4 Uzumakis. The whole paths were destroyed, and new paths were created. The trapdoors and all. As we go back to Naruto, as the person he saw in front of him was his mother. It's alright, Sochi. As Naruto shed tears and engulfed his mother into a hug. It's so good to finally meet you, Ka-chan. You don't know how much I went through. I I always missed you all. I wanted to see you, and those people, they tormented me. I had enough, but I was strong. That is why I left. I come here, and I guess I was successful. Tell me that we're going to be together, right? Yes, Naruto. We're going to be together and a family, and we will take revenge on those who have hurt you and wronged you, my son. Isn't that right, Minato? You are right, Kushina. There is a lot of hell we're gonna have to pay, and I'm sure as hell gonna make them. As for 3 years, the Uzumakis and Konoha trained in secrecy. As 3 years finally passed, and well, with a huge chakra pulse, the Uzumaki dropped their seal. The chakra burst was familiar to the old generation as they all felt it. The elders of Konoha, Oniki from, well, Iwagakure, and rest of the clan people who were older enough to recognize the Uzumaki chakra signature felt it. The Uzumakis, they're back. Oh no. As then, the Uzumaki then said, first off we are going to charge Eva and destroy them. Next is Kiri, then Kumo. Then we'll move to Suna. And then finally, Konoha's turn. As with a yellow flash, they all disappeared. Naruto with his technique led them away in time-space. And with a yellow flash that occurred in center square of Iwagakure, they appeared, which was quite shocking for everyone, as they started to go ham and kill each and every one of the shinobis and massacred the whole village, destroying it into rubbles. They were not going to leave the civilians alive as well. It was a punishment. They massacred the childrens, even the infants, in cold blood, so why should they show mercy to them? As Oniki was terrified, the whole clan was there, massacring his whole village, and after half an hour, the whole village was in a wasteland. Urtsuchi, everyone, dead. Naruto blades that he was holding in both of his hands were covered with red blood, dripping out of them. As in front of him, Oniki appeared. You killed her. As behind him, a yellow flash occurred, and a kuna was stabbed into Oniki's chest. No, we did. You are supposed to be dead. My son brought us back. Your son? It is time for you to pay, Oniki, what you did, said another voice as Akira appeared. Akira, Uzumaki. No. As with a swipe of his sword, Oniki's neck was cleaned off from his body. As his head fell to the ground, it gave him enough time to think. The shinobi world is fucked. And with that words, he died with a look of horror imprinted forever on his face. So what next? Next up, Kirigakure. There was a yellow flash again, and they all disappeared. During the space-time, they all recovered and appeared inside Kirigakure and decided to go ham and cause destruction. Within 15 minutes, the whole Kirigakure was inside troubles, as Yagura, who was still alive, was there. Damn you, people of Gekigenkai! And he turned into the Three Tails Isebu, and Naruto did something that terrified even the Uzumaki clan. Three Tails, stand down or you will face my wrath. As the Three Tails built a Bijudama, as Naruto said with a smirk that was more vicious and creepy. Fine, I'll do it myself then. Naruto disappeared in a crimson flash and appeared above the Bijudama. Odama Rasengan! Naruto smashed through the Bijudama and smashed the Rasengan on the head of the Three Tails, causing the Three Tails to groan. As Naruto slapped a seal as a matrix spread, Shinigami Biju Destruction Jutsu, as the Shinigami appeared and unsheathed its sword and cut the Biju with a single slash into cubes, as the beach disintegrated into nothingness. Yagura was killed in the process. Naruto, what did you do to the Three Tails? There is no Three Tails anymore. As Kyuubi inside the seal was feeling fear for the first time. This is terrifying. Isebu, you'll be missed. I hope I can get your revenge on this kid, but it's just terrifying. Don't even bother, Kyuubi. Kyuubi's eyes widen. If you cross me, there will be dire consequences than this. So could be said for the other Bijus. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. There's a lot more massacre coming your way. And then after that, they disappeared again. And it was already 12 o'clock in the night, and Kumo was bustling. And suddenly, with a bright flash, the Uzumaki appeared, and without second thought, they charged. Killer Bee and Yujito arrived. But Naruto was there. Hey Kyuubi, lend me your power, will ya? No, I'm not going to let you hurt my siblings anymore. But I thought you were the being of hatred. Don't you hate them? Naruto said. No, you're crazy. I'm not going to help you. Well, fine. Just sit behind that pathetic seal and see what I do to your siblings. Naruto said as he unsheathed his two swords. Let's dance, shall we? He disappeared, and in a crimson flash appeared behind Yujito and Bee, as both of their necks were cleaned off, as there was a huge spray of blood from both of their bodies. Both of the person's eyes were whitening, as then their bodies were engulfed with chakra, as then the beaches were freed as their bodies fell to the ground limp. You killed them! As Naruto made a shadow clone. You know what to do. The clone nodded and took on the two tails, as Naruto bent after the eight tails. As Naruto slapped the seal on both of their hands, as the Shinigami appeared, but bigger this time. As with a single strike, both of the Bijus were cut into cube size, and black flames engulfed them. As A, who was watching it, his eyes widened. Before him stood the legendary Akira Uzumaki, Mito Uzumaki, Kushina Uzumaki, the Red Death, Yellow Flash, and this person who was able to take down two Jinchurikis and the Bijus as a whole on his own. As Naruto was the first one who spoke. See, I told ya, revenge is sweet when you get them. But it was our old generation who took a wrong step, who made the wrong decision at you. A was at the loss of his words. He was scared. Shitless, actually. In mere minutes, his whole village and shinobi forces were destroyed. Nothing was left. At least die like a man, you pathetic excuse of a human being. A became enraged at that taunt and activated his lightning cloak. Why don't you take him on, Dad? And Mom, you as well. You wanted to take revenge on Kumo, right? Yeah, son, I guess I'll do that. As both of his parents disappeared in a crimson and yellow flash, and there was a lot of clinging sound heard with electricity. And after 10 minutes of this going on and blurs fighting each other, both of his parents stopped, their blades covered in blood, as onto the other side the lightning crackled before the body of the Raikage fell into 4 pieces, cut equally from the center. As A was no more, and so was Kumo. On the other side, Zetsu heard the news that the Uzumakis have revived themselves, and not only that, destroyed 3 villages in mere hours. With this dire news, he went back to Akatsuki. So Zetsu, what is that chakra burst we felt? Nagato has also felt it, and he saw the swirl, but he didn't bother with it. The Uzumakis have been revived indeed, and not only that, they just took down 3 whole villages and Jinchurikis alongside the Bijus. And it seems that the Bijus were killed completely off, never to be revived again. As everyone's eyes widened, what? And the person who did it was Kyuubi's Jinchuriki, Naruto Uzumaki. Itachi, who was there, his eyes widened. What? Naruto? Yes, Naruto Uzumaki, the Jinchuriki of Kyubi no Kitsune, but he seems more crazy, more blood-driven, more ruthless. Let's just say Itachi was surprised and shook to the core what occurred. He thought Naruto was a happy-go-lucky kid and a knucklehead, but this he didn't knew. As Kisame grew, it'll be fun to fight him. He just took down 3 Bijus, you dumb idiot. What do you mean 3 Bijus? He killed Bijus as a whole, never to be revived again. They're dead, gone, and our plans are foiled. What about the Uzumaki clan? They were helping him, and in 8 hours they took down Kiri, Kumo, and Iwa. They alongside their Kages are dead, so the great second Shinobi War's revenge is complete for Uzumaki's. What next? They're going to move on to Suna, and lastly Konoha, and going to show them how much they messed with them. If we emerge now, we will just paint a target on our backs, and, well, God's doom for ourselves, that's so sad. But now there's no hope left. We have to leave, Pain said. The Akatsuki group is disbanded. You're all free to leave. Where? Our village has been destroyed. And I guess it's time for that Uzumaki to pay for what he did. You see, I was planning to go back to Iwa after everything was done and take that mentality of the Tsuchikage, but now there is nothing left for me to go back to. I guess our new mission is to take down the Uzumakis, and we gotta inform Konoha about this, as Naruto and the Uzumakis on the other side was already inside Suna. And the Suna were alerted, but they didn't just attack yet. They were still covered in blood. As then, Gaara arrived, who was newly named as Kazekage. Hey Gaara. Hey Naruto, what is going on? I heard you disappeared after the whole ordeal. You never came back. You abandoned the village, why? As Naruto told his tale to Gaara and his siblings as their eyes widened. So Gaara, I'm going to give you a chance, my friend. Join me. Join the Uzumaki clan and form an alliance. I trust in you, Gaara. You went through the same life as I did. But your people see you through for who you are, and not the Biju. But my people didn't. At least, those fake people didn't. My people, they see me for who I am, as family. So what do you see? And think? Is this a thing to ask? Of course, Naruto. You are the only person who saved me. Me and my whole village are grateful to you. Because you are the only one who actively supported us and gave us a second chance. Sunagakure will support the Uzumakis, and we hereby broke our alliance with Konoha Gakure. As everyone cheered at that, and Suna was allied with Uzumaki clan and Uzishio, and hence spared. As we go to the Akatsuki members who were inside the council chambers and telling them the news what the Uzumakis did, as the whole Konoha council was in fear and their throats were dried, cold. Mito-bachan is with them. He revived her. Oh my god, what is going to think about me? No, Jiraiya, we have to do something. You worried about that? What your grandma is going to think about you? You aren't worried that they took down 3 villages in 2 hours? Hime, 3 fucking villages full of shinobis and jinchurikis, all gone, destroyed. Even the Bijus were killed off. We gotta work with the Akatsuki on this one. We have to take down Naruto. He's becoming more crazy, Jiraiya said. As then there was a bright flash inside the council chamber as Minato arrived, alongside with Kushina and Naruto, who was smirking. Sup, losers? As Minato began Naruto words, I guess fine. As Minato said, greetings everyone. And sensei, you really are worse than trash. What? Minato, you don't understand. What this kid is doing is causing disrupt of balance in this shinobi world. What kind of balance is there? Tell me, Jiraiya. You should wake up to reality. As long as there are victors, there will always be vanquished. We are the great example of that, and we just repaid that back to those three villages that combined themselves to attack and take away our home. What's so wrong about that, Jiraiya? Face the reality. You feared that we will come for you, and that is why we are here. We spared Suna, because my friend Gaara is the new Kazekage. Not only that, he allied himself with us, and here's a scroll that says that his treaty with you is broken. And so is the rest of the villages that followed me and saw me as a hero. Because of me, they allied themselves to Konoha. I know it sounds like a dick, but it is what it is. As everyone was looking at Naruto. Even his friends, Naruto, please, this isn't like you. This is the real me. Hinata. That Naruto you knew and loved was fake it. As Hinata's eyes widened. You knew? Yes, I knew, Hinata. I'm sorry, but I can't return your feelings. My feelings are dead, I guess. I don't know what to feel. But this much I am sure about. I will not let you get hurt in the crossfire. You are the only person who was nice to me. Even if you were afraid and have low self-esteem, I knew you were facing your own demons. And for that I respect you. And as for the rest of you, you pink-haired bitch. As Sakura's eyes widened as she flinched a bit. I'm going to rip you to shreds if you even dared to look me the wrong way. Same for you, Uchiha, and you too, Yamanaka. And you, Inuzuka, what did you say? My pathetic clan. I'm gonna go and massacre your whole clan if you say some shit about my clan again. Oh yeah, go ahead. There was a bright flash, and 10 minutes later Naruto arrived, covered with blood, as he threw Hana and Tsunemi Inuzuka's head at Kiba, who looked at Naruto terrified, and so did his friends. They're done. As Kiba's eyes widened, as he charged with blind fury at Naruto, but with a single slice, Kiba was cut in half, and so was Akamaru. This is what you get for insulting the Uzumaki clan head name. Pathetic excuse of a bitch. As the rest of the clans were looking at Naruto terrified, if Naruto was able to erase the whole Inuzuka clan within just 10 minutes, they feared for their own lives and their clan's life. The Naruto friends were afraid. Even Sasuke was afraid of Naruto. As Itachi was seeing firsthand what Naruto's true form looked like. Naruto, I'm sorry for leaving you behind, but this isn't what your parents wanted. Yes, this isn't what we wanted. We wanted him to be seen as a hero, but you people were too dumb blind to see that. Even our own friends, said Kushina. That bitch should be thankful that she died at the hand of my son, or I should have killed her myself. How could you say that, Kushina? Tsunade, don't talk to me, and your grandmother will be having a word when she arrives. And she smirked then. Better yet, why don't I bring here myself, and another person that you all might need to see. As the elders were quiet now, as after the red flash disappeared, Kushina and arrived after 10 minutes, and everyone's breath hitched. There stood two legends in their own right, Mito Uzumaki, Akira Uzumaki. Danzo was shitting his pants now. Oh boy, there was going to hell to pay to Uzumakis now. The whole Konoha was fucked, as was the rest of the elemental nation. Aside for, well, minor villages and Suna that is, Konoha was in general fucked, and so was Akatsuki. As Nagato saw that, oh no, we made a mistake, as he said to Konan, what is it, Nagato? I think we made a mistake, we should leave. What? Why? Why now? Do you see that old man? He's the legend, Akira Uzumaki, who took down almost 90% of the shinobi alliance between Iwa, Kiri, and Kumo, and died after that. As Conan's eyes widened, if this was true, then, well, now there was no way for them to fight the battle. They were already fighting a lost battle. I am Akira Uzumaki, he said, and as the head of the Uzumaki clan, I am here to officially break off the alliance between Konoha and Uchiha that was formed by me and your Shodai, my, well, grandson-in-law, because I now see that even the Senjus couldn't be trusted. Great-grandfather, I'm sorry. Who are you, Senju? I'm Tsunade Senju, granddaughter of Mito Senju and Hashirama Senju. I see. You may be of our blood, but you are still a Senju who abandoned one of our kind. You have broken our sacred of vows, and for that you are banished from our clan, young one. I'm sorry, but you must face the consequences of what you did. As Akira then went silent as Mito spoke, Bachan, I'm sorry, as Mito slapped Tsunade on the face. How could you, Tsunade? I trusted you. I engraved my teachings into your head. And this is how you repay me, abandoning this little child just because his mother died. How sick were you in the head? As Tsunade went on a rant that how she lost her family and how she lost everything, and told her grandmother about her sorrow and all, but she just stood there, stoically. You, Tsunade Senju, are weak and not worthy of wearing the name of Uzumaki, and you're not my family. Think of me as you did before, dead. As Mito left. No, Bachan, please wait. Please. Give me a chance, please. I'm sorry. There are no second chances, Tsunade. You haven't already given a lot of chances and you just screwed them all over. Not anymore. I'm going to correct the mistakes that you made by being and taking active part in Naruto's life. I have been named as the new godmother for him by Kushina. And that is why we were here to break off the alliance with Konoha and breaking off the bonds that were left. Now we're leaving. We'll see you on the battleground with the Akatsuki as well. As in the whole ordeal, Toby was silent. Oh boy, what the hell am I going to do now? There's no way in hell that I'm going to bring her back. Wait, Naruto, he might be the key. He brought back everyone. You might be able to bring her back. Yes, I have to go after him. And with Kamui, he disappeared. And Kakashi's eyes went, was that Kamui? Is he an Uchiha? As he looked at Itachi, who nodded, confirming his suspicions. But why can't he use Kamui? I have to get to the bottom of this. As with a yellow flash, the Uzumaki appeared in Uchiha, preparing for war with the Konoha. As there was a Kamui, and the Uzumakis were alerted, and an orange-masked ninja appeared. Hello, Naruto Uzumaki, said a deep voice, as the mask was revealed to be seen as Obito Uchiha, as Minato's eyes went, Obito? Hello, Sensei. Don't tell me you were the person who attacked us at QB and released the QB that night. Yes, I was manipulated by Madara. I saw Rin died with my own eyes at the hands of Kakashi, so yeah, you can guess what my reaction will be. Being manipulated by Madara. Huh, that kid Madara Uchiha is still alive out there. No, he died of old age. Old age, I see. That's a good thing then. Why are you here, Obito Uchiha? Naruto asked. You made my life living hell and made me the person who I am. As Naruto dashed, and next thing Obito knew, a fist was connected to his guts as he coughed a bit of blood. This is for turning my life into hell. Now, tell us, why are you here? I'm here for only one thing. I need their jutsu. Why? I need to revive a person. As Minato's eyes softened, and so did Kushina's. She's dead, Obito. Her body wasn't recovered. I have her body. That is why it wasn't recovered. I know where it is kept. All I need is to revive her, see her revived, and live a happy life. Is this too much to ask? Nobito's facade dropped of stoicness. There stood a broken man who has his world crashing down upon his shoulder. As Minato sighed. Fine, Obito. But promise me that after that you will leave. As Naruto, seeing that Obito was similar to him, smart. Why don't you show me where she is? I might help you. Be safe, Naruto, and call us if things go south. Minato said. It may be his student, but he didn't trust nobody anymore. Because his other prize student, Kakashi, disappointed him, so what could Obito do? Because he was the main reason Naruto turned out like this. That is why he was all the more reason to be more cautious. As Naruto disappeared with Obito and arrived at an undisclosed location inside a cave where a body was kept. As Naruto and Obito dug out the body, as it was a skeleton of a young girl with tattered clothes. As Obito shed tears, as Naruto saw the sadness, as he then said, Obito, lie down next. As Naruto made a clone, I will make a jutsu that will work this way. As Naruto formed the same seals and Matrix appeared on the skeleton. As then Naruto summoned Shinigami, and from his stomach, the soul and the cells and everything of Rin Nohara came. As on the skeleton, muscle tissues, everything appeared and started to cover itself. And suddenly Rin's whole body was formed, and Naruto then dragged the soul from Shinigami's stomach inside Rin. And on the other side, Obito's age was decreasing rapidly until he was 13 again. Obito's eyes widened. You made me young, Obito said. What the hell is going on? As then another voice was heard. Obito? Is that you? Obito's breath hitched as he turned around and looked at the person he thought was dead. As tears started to well up in his eyes. Rin, you're alive, he said as he dashed towards Rin and hugged her, completely engulfing her as tears fall down. I missed you so much. Please don't leave me again. As Rin finally blushed after hearing his words and hugged him back. Hi, I will not. As Naruto smiled, a true smile for the second time, and put a hand on both of their shoulders. You two get a room. Why don't you come back to the Uzumaki clan compound? Yeah, I don't want to go back to the village. Wow, they didn't even come back from my body. Well, they kind of searched and I kind of hid your body. I didn't want them to take your body back. Really? You were the one who buried me? Yeah, I did. As Rin then blushed and slapped Obito on the face. Hentai! Wait, what the hell? What do you mean hentai? You pervert, you saw through my body. No, I didn't. Obito blushed as Naruto slapped his forehead. Wow, am I the younger person here or the older? I don't get it. You two, we're going back, okay? You can fight after you arrive there. Yeah, oh, okay. As Rin and Obito, got silent as Naruto put a hand on each of their backs and with a yellow flash they disappeared. And when they appeared back, Naruto was panting. Phew, that took a lot out of me. As Minato and Kushina gasped. Rin! Obito, you look young. Yeah, I know, sensei. Naruto turned me back to my teenage self and revived Rin. Huh, this jutsu is fascinating. But Naruto, you don't look so well. I guess I don't. This jutsu takes a lot out of me. So what are we going to do about Konoha? We fight. As the next day came, Naruto was recovered. Konoha and the Uchiha met at the battlefield alongside the Akatsuki members. And the battle only lasted 1 minute. That's how much longer the Great Fourth Shinobi War lasted. The Konoha Shinobi as a whole were massacred in cold blood by the Uchiha, and so were Akatsuki members. The only persons who were left alive were Itachi, Sasuke, and some of the clan heads who apologized and didn't bother to participate. Senju Tsunade and Jiraiya of the Sani, Kakashi Arake were amongst those who didn't participate. Under the guidance of the elders who did, perished, alongside the populace, aside from Tenoichi and Dayame. And their ramen stand was brought inside the Uchiha Gakure, And let's just say their sales boosted 10 times because the Uzumakis fucking loved ramen. It was the most popular hotspot there for them. And well, as for the rest of the people who survived the Uzushio massacre, well, I mean, at the hand of the Uzushio, from Konoha, they left, settled down in minor villages, living their life, such as Anko and Kurenai. Those who were orphans didn't want anything to do with the village or had little much to pay back left. And the new village came to rise. There were only two villages in power, Uzushio, from which every village was allied to, even Sunagakure as well. And as for the capitals of the five elemental nations who were destroyed, they too with the daimyos started war against Uzushio, and they too perished at the hands of them. Completely destroyed and obliterated. There was nothing left of them. Even the daimyos were killed off alongside their families. Naruto, well, finally agreed to date Karin Uzumaki after his parents' bothersment, and to his surprise, both of them hit it off, and Naruto finally married Karin Uzumaki. And they had a son named Boruto Uzumaki as well, with blonde streaks and red hair and blue eyes. And they had Hime Uzumaki, their daughter, who had red hair similar to that of Karin and red eyes. And they were a happy family. Naruto was a happy man now, and the next clan head of the Uzumaki village and leader of the Uzushio Gakure as well. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.